coming up. The meeting is being recorded, and if you have questions, please post them in the chat box. We'll do our best to answer them as we go along, and also answer them at the end of the training. So give me 1 second. Rebecca, it won't let me change the slides. Thank you. All right, so I'm Gail Harris. I am the product program specialist, and Rebecca Frazetta and Angela Joyner are here with me as well. Rebecca will be presenting in a few minutes. So let's move along. So just a quick look at our agenda. Of course, we're talking about the cookie program. We'll do a little review of the Cookie Manager, Troop Cookie Manager responsibilities, some information about initial orders and the cookie buyback. We'll review our ACH schedule, talk about some different ways to participate in the cookie sale this year. In-person sales, talk a little bit about cookie share, digital sales, some digital marketing guidelines, lots of different ways to help out in this year. Talk about our COVID safety guidelines, of course. And then at the end, we have a little game and we'll finish answering questions. So if everybody can grab your phone, we're not playing the game yet, but we want to get everybody set up so that when we're ready for the game, you'll be all ready. So if you have your phone, go to kahoot.it, and when we do start the game later, you will need that PIN 12715554.
Yes, sorry guys, it's Rebecca. The PIN will be on the screen at the end, but don't put it in right now because it'll initiate the game. So just get your phones ready at the website.
I was just going to ask you that. Thank you. So we'll just give everybody a moment just to get ready. It'll just save some time when we're ready to play the game. All right, so let's get started talking about our 2021 cookie program. All right, so we're just going to do a little review of the 5 essential skills. Just give me a second here. Why is this? Sorry, my screen was acting funny. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry. So the 5 essential skills, the cookie sale supports learning in a fun environment. The girls learn by doing. We want them to gain as much out of this cookie sale as they can, not just about selling cookies. So the girl leadership experience invites the girls to make decisions around the cookie sale. The troops and the girls set goals. They both sales goals and learning goals. They practice business ethics by following the sale guidelines and selling dates. Money management is learned when the girls make change or budget their cookie money to support troop activities. And we all know that the girls practice and develop skills as they interact with each other. So let's just interact with each other and the customers. Let's review the skills a little bit. Goal setting. So at the start of the sale, the girls will set a goal, and it's not just about how many boxes of cookies she sells. Her goal should also be based on the things that she'll learn, the experiences she'll have, and what she'll be able to accomplish once she reaches her sales target. Business ethics. Throughout the sale, she'll be making decisions both with the group and as an individual. Things like what will they do with the funds that they generate? Where would the best place be for a booth sale? It's a good place to sharpen skills for making good choices. Money management. For many of the girls, it'd be the first time that they're responsible for handling money. And through the sale, they'll learn about accountability and the importance of accuracy and safety. People skills. The cookie sale is a great way to encourage positive interactions with people. You'll be amazed at how much confidence they can build along the way. And then decision making. The girls will learn that strong values should lead any business, including theirs. And so make sure that you're a good role model for them during that. So let's just review some important dates. Right now, we're in the process of initial cookie orders, and they are due by December 11th. In January, the initial order deliveries will start the week of January 6th through the 13th. And then the cookie sale itself starts January 14th. Cookie booths also start January 14th. They'll have the opportunities to promote through social media, online, and direct ship ordering starting January 14th as well. The sale continues through January and February. And then on February the 19th, the National Cookie Link will launch, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. And also on the weekend of February 19th through the 21st is National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend. And the sale wraps up, it ends March 28th. So if you haven't heard yet, we have a new cookie. It's called the Toastier. And from what I understand, it's a French toast with a little bit of a cinnamon flavor. So we're excited about that. Make sure that, that the girls are excited for the new cookies and that they're gives them something new and fun and exciting to sell. On the other hand, this year is the last year for s'mores. So we're encouraging people who love the s'mores to buy some extra ones. They freeze well, so they can keep them, and it's another thing for the girls to promote during the sale. Next year, we'll get to have yet another new cookie. All right, just gonna go over some of the Troop Cookie Manager responsibilities. So just a little review of your responsibilities. Make sure you're be in the know. Download the GSCSNJ Cookies app. There's lots of good information that you'll get from there, and a chat room, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Read through the Cookie Manager Guidebook. Lots of, we've been working to update those and have them ready with COVID guidelines and different things that we need for this year. And stay informed regarding GSCSNJ COVID updates. Make sure you're checking our websites for any updates, and also the team app. Be a troop liaison. Deliver the cookie training to your troops and distribute the materials. Help your troops set goals and monitor your troop progress as the sale goes along. Make sure you're proficient in smart cookies. Order more cookies for your troop as needed. Collect payment from parents and deposit into the troop bank account, and distribute rewards at the end of the sale. Next page. Uh-oh. What happened to the slides, Rebecca? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, what happened? All right, this is where we left off. Thank you. So cookie family meeting, an opportunity for your troop to be together, maybe virtual this year, but you'll still be able to get together, talk about goals, setting troop and individual goals, and then you'll be able to work out with your troop the best way to distribute materials this year, discuss the important dates, and then you also need to collect the signed girl permission slips. If you check out the new the new cookie program family meeting guides on the girlscout.org website, this is the link here. We'll make sure we get that out to you, but there's some great information and a guide about ways to do a family meeting. All right, so this is our Cookies team app. If you're not already familiar with it, make sure that you download it. You can have the app on your phone. You can also access it from your computer. but all sorts of news and important dates are sent out through that. There's access to all the documents that you may need, and make sure that you're looking through that. There's a chat room, so you can get a lot of information from each other, share and ask questions as well, and so much more. So make sure that if you haven't already downloaded it, that you go ahead and do that right away after the meeting, so you have that. All right, so our volunteer incentive this year. Volunteers can earn 2 totes. You can see the picture of it over there. They're very useful. You can earn the 2 totes by completing these requirements. So let's just take a quick look at the criteria. Weekly transfers of inventory to the girls in Smart Cookies starting January 21st. In order to earn the tote, you need to transfer cookies a minimum of 6 out of 9 weeks. And that's really important that you're keeping up with that. Make sure that you're all set for all the ACH withdrawals so that you don't have any bounces. The final cookie balance will be paid by the last ACH withdrawal on April 9th. And at the end of the sale, make sure all the girls' hoodie and t-shirt sizes are entered into Smart Cookies. If all those criteria are met, then you will earn the 2 totes for your volunteers in your troop. Rebecca, I think you're up now.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened with my computer. I think it just like had a little fit for a second. So I'm going to quickly talk about initial orders and cookie buyback. As Gail said, troop initial orders are due on December 11th. So that's coming up next week. And it's super easy to put your initial order in directly into Smart Cookies. I know some service units do have you fill out the troop initial cookie order form and submit it to them. You can absolutely still do that. You know, if you're meeting virtually, you can fill it out, take a picture, text it to them, scan it or email. But we are recommending, this is the 2nd or 3rd year now troops can do this. You go right into Smart Cookies. These details are right here on how to place your order. Remember, everything is entered in cases, so you get 12 packages per box, and you select your delivery station, you save your order, and then you're all set. Just something to remember, on Monday, December 14th, council, myself, Gail, and the team, we will be going in and adding your gluten-free orders if you place them. So you won't see the gluten-free when you go in, but once we go in on the 14th, it'll then be updated. So you'll see it then. And talking about the cookie COVID buyback, we understand it's a very, tough situation right now. We wanted to put in protections for our troops based on what stage we could possibly be at through New Jersey. If right now, if you can see, we're currently still in COVID stage 2. But say something were to happen, we would bump back to stage 1, maybe go back to, at-home restrictions. We wanted to put into place a buyback program that will, make sure that our troops aren't stuck with a lot of cookies. So just to give you a brief kind of look at this, if we're still in stage 2, which is our current stage, or we get better, meaning we go to stage 3 or 4, anytime between the cookie program starting on January 14th and Sunday, March 28th, there will not be a buyback program. Obviously, we are pushing out ways to still participate in the program virtually, as contactless and as cashless as possible, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So there won't be any type of buyback for that. If for some reason before January 4th, we go into a stage 1, which means we kind of backtrack and there's maximum restrictions put in place again, and this again is through the state of New Jersey, you will not be able to pick up your cookies. So even though we're placing cookie orders, we will not expect you the week of January 5th through January 13th to get your cookies. We've learned a lot from the councils who were hit really hard, and the best ways that some of them came out were the ones who didn't give any cookies to their troops. So hopefully, let's knock on wood, we are not in that place come January 4th. And then the third option, which kind of affects the buyback, is if we go back down into a stage 1 or have maximum restrictions again, at any point between January 14th, the cookie sale starting, and February 21st, we will credit your account 50% of the unsold on-hand inventory in Smart Cookies. And that would be reconciled in April at the point that troops get locked out of Smart Cookies. So, you know, obviously at this point, you may already have your initial orders. That doesn't mean you need to go get more cookies. You can just have your initial order. But if you cannot sell that inventory by the troop lockout date, we will credit 50% of that back to in Smart Cookies. So you will not be stuck with that. The ACH schedule. So again, there's just a reminder, most of you have already done this. If you did it last year for the 2019 Fall or Cookie program, if you did it for the fall of this year, you do not have to do it again. But no, if you are a new troop, you should be completing this form. You will not have Smart Cookie access, or you will not be able to place an initial order until we have your bank information. So I'll be working with Missy Branch. She's our financial counselor or financial specialist to reach out to any troops who we are seeing wants Smart Cookie access, or wants to place an initial order, to make sure that we have you complete this form. And reason being, like last year, all payments due to council and all refunds due will be processed through ACH. We aren't doing paper checks. What is different this year, we are still doing 4 pools, but they're a tad bit different based on the criteria than last year. So the first pool, which will be on Friday, January 29th, it's going to be $1 per package, or $1 per gluten-free package on the initial order and any approved orders, approved planned orders through Sunday, January 17th. So basically that would be any of your initial order, obviously, that you get in the beginning of January, and then any planned orders that are approved through your Smart Cookies account that you pick up that first weekend of cookies. That will be pulled 2 weeks later on January 29th. And then you'll see different deadlines to submit a collection adjustment form. If you have any issues with not having the money, or if something happens, you absolutely fill out that form, and myself and Missy will work with you. The second ACH is going to be Friday, February 19th. So it's spread out a little bit more from last year. And it is, again, $1 per package, $1.20 per gluten-free package on the initial order and any approved planned orders through Sunday, February 7th. So once we close out that day, we will calculate the amount due, and we will be sending troops messages, Missy emails the service unit treasurers and the service unit managers so they can share it. So you'll definitely know that following week, the week of February 8th, what your amount due will be on February 19th. The same thing, the week of January 18th, you'll know what your amount will be due on January 29th. And then the third ACH is where it changes a little bit more. We've pushed that date to Friday, March 19th. And that's 100% of your remaining balance on your initial order, and $125 per package, $150 per package of gluten-free cookies on all approved planned orders through Friday, March 12th. The reason being that's a little bit higher is, even though the sale has been extended to March 28th, we know about 90% of our troops will be wrapped up by this date, and they will want to wrap up their program, wrap up their paperwork, and we're giving them this option to be done with it. And then the final pool, which is any final balance due minus your troop proceeds, will be on Friday, April 9th. So again, like last year, we will be communicating with everyone about what your amount due is, and you'll have the time to take to complete a GST/SNJ collection adjustment form if you need some assistance, to reach out to us, and we are absolutely there to help you. So before I move on, I'm just going to take a quick break and look at some of the chat box questions so we don't get too behind on those. So let's see. Okay. Trying to scoop up past where everybody checks in. Okay, so a lot of the Kahoot, I will be showing the Kahoot slide with the pin again at the end, and we'll give you plenty of time to jump on, I promise. Let's see. A lot of people checking in. Sorry, I just want to get past all that. Kahoot, Kahoot, Kahoot. We will be talking about virtual ways to participate and how you can build in the 5 skills to that. That's coming down the pipeline as well. Sorry, just still a lot of people checking in. Let me just get past that all. How are Daisies and Brownies going to be actually selling if we're selling through social media? So again, we'll talk about the ways the girls can participate in a virtual sale. A lot more of the pin and Kahoot. We will promise you we'll get there, but it is in the chat box. Yes, managing money skills can be acquired through using the credit cards and transacting funds. Absolutely. March 28th is the last day of the cookie program. We will be talking about alternate ways to do cookie booths in addition to virtual booths. So there will, as of right now, still be physical cookie booths. Yeah, we're sad about s'mores leaving too. Let's see. The Troop Cookie Manager Guidebook will be coming out shortly. Obviously, with a lot of the new stuff we have been given between GSUSA and ABC Cookies, as well as the COVID guidelines, it's delayed it a tad bit, but we will have it out shortly. Yes, the GSCSNJ Cookies Team app has been uploaded. Everything that we're going to talk about tonight is on there. Important dates have been uploaded. There's been some news articles. So make sure if you're on the team app, make sure you subscribe to the GSCSNJ Cookies team. That's where you'll see everything. And you want to definitely click for notifications. That's really important because you'll see when troops or warehouses get canceled or delayed. You know, you'll see all of those things. We do push notifications. What is the website to order cookies? That is abcsmartcookies.com. And all this will be sent out as well after tonight's training. So you'll be able to refer back to this. Cookie guidebooks are coming. Sorry, some more people checking in. Okay. Yes, and we only upload Troop Cookie Managers into ABC Smart Cookies if you are listed in your MyGS account. So we are set to go live again next week. If you've not been added to Smart Cookies yet, don't fret. We will get you in there. Just make sure when you can, go back into your MyGS account and make sure you're listed as the Troop Cookie Manager. It'll say Troop Cookie product program / manager. You want to make sure you add yourself to that because that's the list we upload. So that means we make sure we get the correct upload. But I will be working next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to get everybody in there once we're back online. And in the meantime, your service unit cookie managers can add your initial order if for some reason we don't get you in or it's delayed. So just know your service unit cookie manager can add your initial order in for you. Yes, if girls did fill out a permission slip for the fall, they should fill out the cookie permission slip. We are also going to upload to the app a fillable PDF so that they can either pull out the one from the back of the family guide and take a picture and text it to you, or we will have an editable, fillable PDF on the app shortly that the parents can fill out. And you want to make sure you get their t-shirt and hoodie sizes on the back. Yeah, same thing. You will get the slide deck after the meeting. An email will go out to all troop leaders and cookie managers with the video and the PowerPoint deck as a PDF. You will have all of that. Some unknowns about this year, obviously, yes, with COVID, but we will have trucks and warehouses. We just do not know the schedule yet. That's still in flux. We should have the schedule in the next 2 to 3 weeks, but don't assume that it's going to be the same schedule as last year. We may have to reduce the dates that the trucks go out, but more information will be shared on the team app as soon as that's ready to go. The last point for the totes, I believe, is making sure the hoodie and t-shirt sizes are in Smart Cookies for all of your girls. Yes, the volunteer incentive is available to Juliet's, to every troop who participates. So only people who are added to Smart Cookies can do an initial order. So if you're not in there yet, make sure you reach out to customer care by Wednesday. And once our system is back up and we can verify that you're a troop cookie manager in MyGS, that you're registered and background checked, we will get you added into Smart Cookies. But again, your service unit cookie manager can put in that order in for you. And so troop roster is not showing up because girls have not been added yet. Girls will start to get added on Friday, December 4th. So this Friday, we will start to add the girls. COVID stage 1, that includes no gluten-free, correct? Yes, so your gluten-free orders come with your initial orders. So if we hit stage 1 and you do not, before January 4th, and you do not get your initial order, that would include your gluten-free. You should be placing your initial orders now, between now and December 11th. The delivery location, you should be able to add it. If you're having an issue, just, Julia, that was you, send us an email to let me look into that. You should be able to do that. So we'll just double check on that. So regarding buyback, if New Jersey goes to stage 1 between January 4th and the 14th, what happens? At that point, you just will not be asked to pick up your cookies. So you will not have any cookies to give out at that point. You know, we won't have to worry about an inventory. If that were to happen, more communications will come from us on what the sale may look like at that point. What happens if we go to stage 1 after February 22nd? I don't think that's on the guide, but that is something on our we'll definitely check and ask about that. I believe it would be following the program book that we have, the cookie buyback stage. And Claire Ann, I'll double check for Triborough because you'll still be the normal place you go to, so you should be able to at least pick the location. You can't schedule your pickup time yet because we don't have the dates, but you will be at Transtar. And then the cookie buyback, credit 50% of the outstanding amount or 50% of the balance. So it would be, it'll essentially be 50% of your balance, I believe. So whatever cookies are listed in your on-hand troop inventory when your troop closes out, for example, if you have 2 cases left, it would be 1 case credited, and then that will affect the financial difference in Smart Cookies. Toast Yay, the price is not correct in Smart Cookies. It should be $5 each. I'll have to double check on that. The only cookie that is $6 is gluten-free, so I will definitely double check on that one. But Toast Yay with the other 7 are $5 a box, and gluten-free chocolate chip is $6. Okay, there's still a lot of messages, so I'm going to get back into the presentation because we have a lot to talk about, but I promise you all of these questions will be answered. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to do a few more. The ACH authorization form is on our website under forms. If you're new and need to fill that out, just go under forms and search ACH authorization and you'll see it there. No, ACH does not need to happen again if you have already done it. The only time you would redo your ACH form is if you have a new troop signer or if your troop bank account changes. I'm just gonna check a few more. Yep, the slide deck will be sent out. And again, no, ACH does not have to be done. The ACH schedule will be in the Troop Manager Guidebook. We'll also post it on the team app as well separately. And let's see, some screenshots. Okay, so I'm just going to get moving, and then I promise you, if it's not tonight, we will send out an FAQ with all of these questions, because some of them may be answered as we keep going. Okay, so ways to participate. Just to give you a little quick look at pre-COVID, ways to participate were a direct sale. Girls could go troop to troop, door to door, do cookie booths. Parents could go to bring cookies or their order form and do workplace sales, digital sales, which is our Smart Cookies Direct Ship, and Cookie Share. Not too much has changed, but in a post-COVID world, we wanted to talk a few minutes about how girls can participate in those ways, but differently. So, in person, we know everybody doesn't want to get crazy with inventory and still get the hundreds of cases that they normally do, but the girls can take orders on their order card and then fulfill as needed. So even though we're direct sale, it's very similar to order taking. The troop asks that the girls take their orders and they give their order back on a certain date. The troop gets basically only what they need at a truck or warehouse, and then they fulfill the orders that way. And then again, you can still do, the girl has cookies on hand and sells directly to the customers. We still will have our Cookie Share program. This year for our fall program, our Care to Share program went up almost 1,500 units. People want to donate to the food bank, and we saw such a desire and an interest in that we're adding the New Jersey Community Food Bank. But that's a way that girls can still ask customers to support them if they don't want to purchase cookies themselves. And then we'll have the digital sales. ABC Smart Cookies invested a lot of time and money to giving us some more virtual digital resources where girls can reach out to their customers near and far with Smart Cookies by sending emails and creating videos. Customers can pay cashless with the credit card. Last year was our first year with that. It was super very popular. And then you can do contactless deliveries. So there's a lot of things we can do with Smart Cookies that will really help keep girls in a safe selling environment. And then cookie booths. So there's still going to be our traditional booths if available. We know some locations are definitely a no. Some are maybe check back with us in January. That's pretty much on a service unit level. A lot of our typical council booths, Walmart is still pending. Wawa is no right now. We will still be reaching out to them. However, due to the COVID situation, they're not letting any solicitation happen. But in lieu of those traditional booths, what we're allowing this year are cookie pop-up booths, which are lemonade, similar to a lemonade stand that a girl would do at home. It's individual at a person's property. We'll talk more about drive-through booths and virtual cookie booths. So in-person sales, just kind of a little bit more about what I told you about. We uploaded a really cute door hanger to our GSDSNJ Cookies team app. But basically, girls, as long as their parents are comfortable, they can still go door to door. They can go to their direct neighbors. This is the comfort level of their parents. So they can also take these really cute door hangers or posters, and they can leave them, at their neighbors' houses and not even go and talk to them directly. And what's great about the door hanger, and we're going to also upload posters and other resources, is that girls and parents can help them make a QR code with their Smart Cookies sales link. So these instructions will also be uploaded to the app, and they're in the PowerPoint, but basically this is the back side of the door hanger. You can go to this website, www.qrcode-monkey.com, to make this super cute free QR code. I changed the color to green. I added a trefoil logo. You would basically take your Smart Cookies sales link. So just like you would get your sales link from Smart Cookies to share on an e-card or your social media, you would just copy that sales link either for the girl or the troop and then add it into this website. So that if you've noticed at a lot of restaurants, QR codes have made a major comeback. Customers can scan the code and it'll take them directly to their Smart Cookies sales link. And we're going to have lots of other cute resources that girls can do that. But they can basically, once they have this QR code, they can save it as a PDF, save it as an image. They can print them on little labels and stick them to boxes of cookies, stick them to the door hangers, to posters. There's lots of ways, and that'll automatically take customers to their Smart Cookie sales link. So look for the app for more resources. Obviously, we really want to promote, if you are doing in-person door-to-door sales, socially distant cookie deliveries. So you want to make sure that you do like a no contact delivery. Communicate with your customer when you're going to drop them off. Knock on the door, have the girls leave them on the porch, back away, wave, especially if they've already paid on the app. So we're really promoting use your Smart Cookies app. We, again, GSCSNJ is covering credit card fees through any credit card payments on the Smart Cookies app. Have your customers pay in advance with an app and know that they are good, and then you and your girls can just drop them off and let them, get them without even touching them. So the Cookie Share program. Basically, as you know, it's our same program. This is our virtual GSCSNJ Cookie Share program. We are donating cookies again to the joint bases McGuire, Fort Dix, and Lakehurst. Last year we added the U.S. Coast Guard and Cape May, and they were so excited. And now this year, because of the success of people giving to the Community Food Bank of New Jersey and Egg Harbor, we're also going to add that location. All donated cookies through our Cookie Share program are virtual. So when customers get that sales link, they can check off that they would like to purchase Cookie Share packages, and then at the end of the sale, we add them all up, and then we donate them to those 3 organizations on your behalf. So that's another contactless way, cashless way that girls can participate and then give to a good cause. The difference this year with Cookie Share, if you see last year we donated 2,444 cases to those 2 military organizations. What we are changing this year is how girls earn that patch. It used to be if the troop had 4 cases of cookies, all participating girls got a patch. This year we are changing it to individual girls. So for every individual girl in Smart Cookies who has 12 packages of virtual Cookie Share donations assigned to her, she will get that Cookie Share patch, and it'll automatically be added to her rewards in Smart Cookies. This year, as you can see, our goal is a little bit higher, 2,800. I'm sorry, that should say cases, especially since we are adding the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. So digital sales, lots and lots of talk about digital sales. Basically, this is very similar, a lot of it, to what you've already been doing. You send your e-cards out through Smart Cookies. You put in your email addresses. You can create videos on social media. You can create a video on Smart Cookies, and you also share your social media link. These are things that many of you have already been doing. And the social media link is huge. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year. So that's definitely one to keep going with. But what ABC has really done is really take advantage of the whole digital order part of that, where customers prepay their orders if you do either girl delivered or direct ship. So girl delivered is when the troop has to get the cookies. They either get them from their initial order or from a truck or warehouse, and then the girl delivers them to their local customer, or a direct ship. So direct ship would really be you're sending your link out to family and friends who may not live close by, who you can't deliver to. This way the customer pays for shipping and they get mailed directly to their home. So to take advantage, under the Documents tab on GSCSNJ Cookies Team app, we have step-by-step instructions on how to send e-cards and how to share your social media link. So there's no confusion on how to do that. On that presentation, it also will show you the girl view, and it'll also show you the customer view. So you'll see exactly what the customer sees when they get that link. And so something new for this year, because of COVID and troops wanting to be, conservative with their cookies, parents have to confirm all girl delivered orders. So basically, if their neighbor puts an order in and says, I want 1 box of s'mores, the parent has to confirm that they either A, have that box with them right then and there, or that they can get that box from their troop leader. This way, you're making sure that the troops can say whether or not they have the order available to fulfill these orders. If for some reason the troop cannot fulfill that order, a troop leader, troop cookie manager in Smart Cookies has the capability to refund that order to the customer. So this order is already prepaid with a credit card. There's detailed screenshots and videos on how to process a refund. Council can also help you, as well as service unit cookie managers. But if they cannot fulfill the order, a troop can initiate a refund. Once a customer gets that refund option, they can choose to either take the refund, or they can choose to donate what they were going to order and convert it to cookie share packages. So there's 2 options that would happen if a customer gets a refund email. And again, what I just kind of brought up is that, again, this year GSCSNJ is covering all credit card fees incurred through accepting credit cards through Smart Cookies. So with Smart Cookies, you can use smartphones, tablets, desktops. If grandma's over, you can pull it up on your home computer. You just log into your ABC Smart Cookies account. You do not need a card reading device. If you do continue to use your Square, we know some troops have a Square still. Note that any other use of a system, Square Card, Apple Pay, we are not paying for those fees. We are only paying for fees included through processing credit cards through Smart Cookies. And talking about direct shipped is where your customers can purchase cookies and have them sent directly to them. The prices have not changed since last season. It's $12 for 1 to 5 packages, and then for when the customer goes from 6 to 12, shipping goes to $6. So this is something else that GSCSNJ incurs for our troops. We pay that difference for our customers. And traditionally, the past 2 years, we've paid probably close to $40,000 in shipping fees. The direct ship breakdown of all of the fees are listed on our team app, and it'll also pop up when a customer places an order, so they don't have to figure out any of their shipping costs. It'll automatically calculate for them. But know that we are subsidizing shipping again this year. Now, we have a lot of troops who say, I want to run a 100% virtual cookie program, which is awesome. This means you do not want to go get any cookies from the trucks or warehouses. You don't want to collect any cash. You can absolutely do that with your troops. Basically, what you need to tell them is that when they send out their e-cards, they need to select direct ship only. So when they're creating their e-cards, what'll happen is if they don't click anything, or if they click both down here, the customer will get both options. If you do not want to get any cookies at all to hand deliver for any of your girls, you tell them that they have to just click right down there on the bottom, direct ship only, unclick girl delivery, and when the customer gets the email, that e-card, it'll only give them the direct ship option. No money is collected, no physical inventory. The troops will still receive their proceeds. You'll get an ACH refund after the sale. Girls will still earn all of their rewards. So super duper easy way to participate if you don't want to have any cookies collected or money collected. And social media, the Smart Cookie social media link, all this again is explained on the video that was shared. It's on our app. This is basically the same way that you can get your URL and share that on your social media. So this option has gotten really popular over the past 2 years, and social media sales have just grown crazy every year. So don't forget about your social media. And something to consider with social media link, they will have the option of both direct ship or Smart Cookies. And again, if you can see there, it does say this requires parent approval. So we want your parents to confirm that they either have their own cookies on hand or that they can get them from you. And then the parent has to confirm that order once they know. And then if they can't get it, again, the troops, the service unit cookie manager or council can refund an order. So some digital marketing guidelines. These are some always things that we're asked about, sharing cookie sales on social media. Basically, girls can post their digital cookie link, their ABC Smart Cookies link on public social media sites that they have, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They can post if their troop is having a booth sale. They can say, hey guys, I'm at the bagel store Saturday from 8 to 10, come get us. You can also share your social media link, your booth link, right from Smart Cookies, which will include a map for people who might not know how to get there. Girls can post a video and include their digital cookie link, their Smart Cookies link, and they can ask their customers to share their cookie link with friends and family. What girls cannot do is post their ABC Smart Cookies link, their digital link, on resale sites like Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook community groups. They really shouldn't post where a specific girl is boothing. And we're going to talk about that in a moment, the difference between a troop and a girl boothing. We don't want them to post their last name, any personal contact details, because it is, the World Wide Web and it is the cloud. And you might think, oh, I am just sharing this privately, but you never know. And they also should not be direct messaging anyone that they don't personally know on social media. So we want girls, we want troops to be excited and share a countdown. Last year, our marketing department did an awesome countdown to the cookie program. If it is posted on our GSCSNJ Facebook page, our Instagram page, you and your girls are free to share that. We want girls to get excited, but they should not be collecting orders before January 14th. So they can tell people, get ready, it's coming, countdown, but they should not be collecting orders before the start of the program. Alternate cookie booths. So we've gotten lots of questions about alternate cookie booths. And, a lot of people are saying we still want booths. You can absolutely still do traditional booths. So this is kind of just a little breakdown that we'll talk about each one. And kind of who's responsible for what. So we are going to talk about pop-up booths, which are also called lemonade stands. And here's some maximum to a girl to adult, girls only, and it's tracked by the booth coordinator of your service unit. You can still do your traditional booths. The difference this year is the attendance is maxed out at 2 adults and 2 girls. And with that, at least one of the adults must be registered for the 2021 Girl Scout year and be background checked. And that should be the only adult handling money. That can be done by troops. It's uploaded in Smart Cookies and it's tracked by the booth coordinator. And then we are promoting drive-through booths and virtual booths this year because many of our traditional booths are not happening. These locations aren't allowing them. And it's the same maximum attendance. Troops can do that, uploaded in Smart Cookies, and again, tracked by the service unit booth coordinator. So just a quick look at these. So a pop-up booth. This is hosted outside of a girl's home. It's on their personal property. And it should have a maximum of 2 adults and 2 girls, which is the same family. So it shouldn't be, mom and her daughter and their neighbor and her daughter. This is using your personal cookies that you get from your troop. One of the members must be registered and background checked because they are handling the money. We want to make sure that the troops are not going to get, in trouble by just letting, anybody sell. Families should inform the troop leader, who will then ask them to complete a 2021 pop-up booth agreement form, which is on our Cookies Team app. The troop leader will fill out sign the form as well, and then forward it to the service unit booth coordinator so they can keep track and be aware of these pop-up booths. Families must adhere to all the COVID safety guidelines as well as the GSCSNJ booth guidelines. And for your safety, pop-up booths will not be posted on the GSUSA Cookie Finder app. So they will not be in Smart Cookies because we do not want to promote any private personal home addresses on the National Cookie Finder link. So again, that form, it's very important to remember that if a parent does want to do this, they have to fill out the 2021 pop-up booth agreement form and submit it to their troop leader and their service unit cookie manager. Drive-through booths. So ideally, this is held in parking lots and accommodate an easy flow of traffic, first in, first out, like a fast food drive-through window or a bank. Think of this as how we've been kind of doing a lot of shopping, contactless, pull up to the curb, you know, here's my card, pop the trunk, you know, hand it to me through a bin, type of thing. These are coordinated by the service unit cookie booth coordinator. They will be added to Smart Cookies and to the Cookie Finder link, and also added to your service unit booth lottery. This is so that we can keep track of how many of these are happening. We don't want hundreds of troops going all over the place asking for these locations. That's what upsets a lot of our community businesses, and that's why we have service unit cookie booth coordinators, so that we don't lose businesses. Because the way it used to be, troops just went and secured their own. Well, then that business gets 10, 15, 20 people asking them, and they get upset by that. So drive-through cookie booths should have traffic cones and signs directing traffic. A maximum 2 adults and 2 girls should be at each station. And we did upload drive-through cookie booth guidelines on the team app that gives you all of our guidelines, all of our recommendations, and a sample layout on how those can be run. Virtual booths. So virtual booth is something new this year, and this came out of the councils who dealt with it with COVID last year. A troop secured virtual booth allows customers to order cookies via a troop link. So that's a big difference. The girls have their own sales link, but now a troop has their own link, and pay via credit card in advance of a pickup event to be held at a designated location on a predetermined date and time. So that's a lot. Basically, we've uploaded some virtual cookie booth guides on not only how you set up your virtual cookie booth in Smart Cookies, but how you can promote it. This is where the girls come in. This is where you can do a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live. The girls can record videos. You can do a Zoom. The girls can talk about why they're selling cookies, what their goals are. They can ask people to promote it. And then instead of the girls giving their sales link, you have one troop link that the customer can then pay with a credit card in advance. And then you have a predetermined date and time where the cookies will be picked up. But as you're promoting this, as you're setting this up, you're already going to know. You're already going to say, okay, guys, our predetermined date is Saturday, January 25th. From 2 to 4 at the First Baptist Church. You've gotten permission to have your pickup there. Or you know you're already going to be at a cookie booth that you've signed up for through your service unit cookie manager, cookie booth coordinator. You can use that day and time as well. So that is all plugged into your link in Smart Cookies. So when you're promoting this virtually, the customer knows I have to go on that day and time to get those cookies. Again, step-by-step screenshot instructions are in our app under documents. Virtual booth, something to remember, virtual booth pickup date, time, and locations must be reported to the service unit cookie coordinator. The reason we are doing that is because we know there's troops who are going to be, also doing drive-through locations, and we want the coordinator to be aware of what parking lots are going to be used when, so that there's not any conflicts, because you're all part of the same community. So we want to make sure that we're not overburdening our communities, or that there's going to be troop conflicts on the same day or time and that can confuse customers. So this is just a few extra slides on how it works. The troop secures and sets up their location, date, and time where their customers can pick up their order, drive-through style. The troop volunteer sets up that event in Smart Cookies and shares the virtual troop booth link via email, text, or social media. Your customers can access the troop link where they basically, the same way of a girls link, select their cookies and pay for their order via credit card. The troop volunteers must approve all of the orders, because that way you know that you're having all of your cookies ready for that day. And then the customer is notified that their order has been approved, and you'll remind them of their pickup date and time, and their credit card has been charged. This is just great for allowing for pre-sales so that you have those ready to go. The girls can pre-package them in bags, tag a thank you note. You can put the troop URL there. You know, there's a lot of ways the girls can get involved. And then the girl experience. So the troops will work with the girls to pack those pre-approved orders, label them. Obviously, you always want to see if they can do thank you cards. The troop will set up their booth at that designated location on that date and time, and then the customers show and pick up their orders. And the girls can hand out those orders, thank them, make signs. You know, if you're off a street, they can have signs kind of like a community car wash telling them come in. We're well, similar to a drive-through booth. We have cookies, but with a virtual booth, you wouldn't do that, sorry. And then the troop credits all of those girls who were there that day for the sales using the Smart Cookie virtual booth divider. Again, all of these instructions are set up step by step and posted on our team app. And again, this is a really cool guide that this will be uploaded to our team app. Currently, it's on girlscouts.org, the national website, but this will, and it'll eventually be on our website as well. This is a really great step-by-step booklet on how your girls can get involved with that virtual process. Everything to do with the different social media networks, how the girls can really be a part of it step by step. This is, and I believe this is actually on our team app as well. I believe it was downloaded. But definitely check this out because this is a great way for you to remotely get your girls involved and be part of that virtual cookie booth guide. So just in general, and after this I'll pause, some cookie booth guidelines to remember. Family-owned businesses, it's no longer a friends and family. Troops should only be asking immediate family members if their daughter can have a booth there or their troop can have a booth there, outside of any service unit booth opportunities. Only registered Girl Scouts are allowed to attend, especially with COVID, no siblings, no tag-alongs. No booth sales outside of our council territory will be permitted this year. Every council has their own COVID guidelines. Some towns have different guidelines than our area. We have been in touch with all of our health departments, our county health departments. So due to COVID, we will not be approving any outside of our council territory booths. You know, keep your girls in tune of what's happening. You know, they shouldn't be eating, drinking, working on other projects, using their phones, especially with wearing masks and all that stuff. You know, distracted Girl Scouts takes away from that exciting opportunity. And this year especially, no cookie sampling. Do not open a box of cookies and let people try the new one. I know it stinks. That's always a great way to make sales, but with COVID and masks and sanitary requirements, you're not allowed to cookie sample this year. Okay. There's a lot of questions that I probably won't be able to answer, but I'm just going to kind of take a look down our chat room where I left off and see if I can answer a bunch before we keep going. So no, again, ACH does not need to be done again if you've already done it. Any of the stuff we're talking about will be on our Cookies team app. We've already uploaded a lot of things. We will continue to be adding them over the next 2 weeks as the more resources get finalized and approved. You will know your delivery stations on the 14th of December. So once initial orders are in, you should have the location, but you will know the dates and times. You'll be able to go in and set up your, you'll be able to go in and pick your appointment time. So, sorry, I'm just trying to unmute Angela, sorry. You will, on the 14th of December 14th, you will get a notice from us to go in and put in your time. Angela, are you able to come on?
Yes, I'm kind of moving back up the chat to see.
Okay. I'll keep going. You just let me know. Regular booths, yes, it's up to your service unit if they're able to secure regular booths. Every township is different right now. A lot of places are asking them to come back later as things with COVID, maybe change. If we hit max restrictions before January 4th and cookies are not delivered, will there still be online sales? I will say yes, we will still have an online program. For cookie buyback, if the girls have paid for cookies to sell and it's been transferred in Smart Cookies, but we shut down and they can't sell their cookies, will those be included in the buyback? The cookies that will be included in the buyback at the end of, at the beginning of April is anything that you have listed in your troop on-hand inventory. So if a parent has given, paid for cookies, has taken them, they can't sell them, you would have to do a girl to troop transfer. So whatever is listed in your on-hand inventory when you're locked out of Smart Cookies in April is what will be looked at as part of the 50% buyback.
And as Rebecca says, that what's really important is that people stay on top of their inventory, because if an event happens, we're going to look into the system and see what has not been transferred to girls, because for us, that is what represents unsold cookies.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really, really important for everyone to, just be very conscious. And that's why the volunteer incentive was specific to have one of the criterias of transferring cookies on a regular basis.
Yes, yep, we will be running reports every week to see that your on-hand inventory is going down. So I believe it's 6 out of 9 weeks, you have to show that you've been doing troop-to-troop transfers. If you're not in Smart Cookies yet, again, our system is down until Wednesday. Once we are back up, I will be doing more Troop Cookie Manager uploads. Just make sure you're listed as your Troop Cookie Manager in your MyGS account, and they'll be getting uploaded, or you can contact customer care after Wednesday the 9th because we're changing systems over. We talked about shipping, and if they do direct ship, it does go directly to the customer. And the shipping chart is on our team app. If we hit max restrictions before January 4th, will we still be allowed to sell online? I'm going to say yes.
Doing a virtual sale.
A virtual sale, yes. If we don't allow you to if we hit max restrictions and you don't get to pick up your initial order in the beginning of January, we will still be continuing with a virtual sale. If you haven't received your Smart Cookie link, again, just hold tight until next week. You should first and foremost reach out to your service unit cookie manager and let them know. I'll be asking them to touch base with me with lists so we can kind of get them in batches. Do we need to place an initial order if we anticipate our troop will only do remote sales directly via the website? You don't. However, you should be having a parent meeting with your troops and your parents, because a lot of times we get parents reach out to us who say, why does my neighbor have cookies and my troop didn't give me cookies? So these should be conversations that you're having on a troop basis, because everybody gets very excited when the cookie program starts, and parents who have not been given cookies sometimes get really upset and call us and ask us why. So, it's up to you if you want to completely do a all 100% virtual program. We want to support you in that way, but also make sure your parents are expecting that and are okay with that, and the girls are okay with that, because once they start seeing girls with cookies on hand, things change January 15th, 14th. Can we do cash sales during a pickup booth? Yes, we are providing you with the opportunity to cashless. As long as your troop is listed, your booth sale is listed in Smart Cookies, you can take a credit card. Individual girls can always take a credit card for individual sales. But if you want to take cash, we're going to talk about some COVID safety guidelines. That is up to the troop, and to, make sure that you have sanitizer and wipes and gloves if you want to wear gloves, but you can take cash. Are we still mandated to have one adult to 2 scouts at booths. Nope, Christine, it is 2 adults and max 2 girls, but 1 adult has to be registered and background checked, that adult who's handling the money. But you can have a second adult there to assist for safety purposes. We will have the troop guidebook. Once it's ready, we'll be offering it to print to the service units, and we will also have it on our Cookies app.
And just let me jump in real quick, Rebecca.
Yep.
Because I saw the comment in the chat. For any SUMs on here, that is different than when you had your training. After your training and after some of the feedback, myself and Andrea Miller and our COO sat down and talked about, okay, what does this look like in terms of number of adults and number of girls, and how we can be more aligned across our council when it comes to, you know, safety protocols and things like that. So that's why that number is different. So it's 2 adults and maximum 2 girls. So there's not, 6 people and all of that other stuff. There's no way anybody could possibly social distance. Becca will go into further detail about what that looks like when you do drive-through booths and things like that. For the lemonade stand, she showed that chart in the presentation for, a pop-up cookie booth or a lemonade stand. Would we require 2 people from a household to be registered members? No, but we've always required whoever's handling Girl Scout money must be registered and must be background checked.
Yep, awesome. The date for the Girl Scout Cookie Weekend's February 19th, that weekend. There is going to be a big GSUSA national promotion beginning on February 19th, where troops can get a virtual link. That is one of the primary reasons we have extended the program, because there will be a lot of buzz on that, and being so close to New York, we get a lot of that media attention. GSUSA has not given us all the details yet on that. We are expected to have it this month, and as soon as we have it and how that works, we will be sharing that with you all. But just know there is some stuff on the calendar about a national link beginning on the 19th, and we'll confirm the date, but I believe it's February 19th. And again, as soon as we have that information, it's a big GSUSA promotion. We will be sharing it with you all on how that works. Let's see, I'm gonna do a couple more questions. If it's a duplicate, I'm going past it. Will troop leaders have access to Smart Cookies? So anybody who's listed as the troop cookie manager in your Smart Cookies account, they can add additional users. So they can add additional cookie troop leaders if they would like. If they have a problem doing that, just reach out to customer care, them and product program. We can get any extra troop leaders up in there. But cookie managers in Smart Cookies can add additional users. Yep, we're going to, a big email is going to go out with the slides. I upload the girl information. That will start on this Friday, December 4th. If you're a service unit cookie manager having trouble adding orders for people, reach out to me and let me know. I can kind of show you if we have some new service unit cookie managers, just in case if troops have a problem getting on before the 11th. My team will also help add orders as well if you need to be. So if there are no cookies, we hit max restrictions. What happens to our orders then? Are we still responsible for them? So Angela, do you want to talk about that? If we hit level 1 on
Sorry.
We hit level 1 on January 4th and troops are not picking up their initial orders, are troops still responsible for them?
No, if it's before, we're not delivering because we don't want troops to be responsible for them.
Yep, exactly.
The main thing was that on a grand level, when we think of more than 1,000 troops selling, what good would it do any of us to give you cookies that are locked up in your house? And we can't do any, and there's nothing we could do with it, let alone the difficulty in trying to get that back. And what we learned from a lot of councils last year who pretty much that situation happened to them, it was extremely challenging for them. So that's why it's written that way, that if for some reason, even after you guys place an initial order, if we go down to
Level 1.
Stage 1 or level 1, that we would not distribute those cookies, and we'll then go into, all right, let's do what we can in terms of maximizing a digital sale.
Thank you. If you didn't get incentives from last year, just email us, reach out to customer care, or you'll have our email addresses from this program. We can look into that. Due to COVID, they went out a little bit later. So I know some service units may still have them for troops who haven't been able to pick up yet. But first, reach out to your service unit cookie manager and see if they still have them. And then if they say, no, I gave them away, then, reach out to us and we can see what happened. Let's see. When are we going to offer all paperwork to be filled in online and stored for leaders? When parents re-register their girls every year, why do we continue to waste paper? So we are working. COVID has helped us become a little bit more paperless. We are not having troops turn in paperwork this year. You will not have to turn in any paperwork to your service unit cookie manager. We are working, and if you have suggestions on that, please reach out to us. But the only paperwork a troop would have to turn in to council is if they have a parent delinquency. So there will be no paperwork turned in locally this year. If you need to know who your service unit cookie manager is, you can reach out to us. We'll let you know. You type in your town, I can try to tell you who it is, but you can always shoot us an email, or customer care can help you as well. Let's see. I'm a new leader. I'm wondering what happens if you have leftover cookie boxes. So if you have leftover boxes at the end of the program, you are allowed to continue selling until the early summer. Cookies do have a best by date of September 1st on them. We do ask that because troops wrap up by the summertime, that you stop trying to sell at that point. The troops still will be responsible to take away anything COVID, and that's why we're asking troops to be very conservative this year with picking up their cookies. But the troops are still responsible. We don't take back physical boxes of cookies. The GSCSNJ Cookie Team app is a separate website. You basically go, there'll be instructions in the app, but you download either the team app or you go to the website and then you click on GSCSNJ Cookies and you get added to that team. And that's where all of our resources are. Again, if it's anything about last year's incentives, reach out to me, Danessa, or anybody else. We can look into that to see if your service unit doesn't have them, what was going on and where they're at. Thank you, Stephanie, for posting the link for the team app. Let's see, I'm gonna answer a few more. Toast J only charges $48 a case. It might be a mistake. Well, yeah, we'll double check on that. It should come up as $5 a box. So I'm gonna see why that's not listed correctly. Again, only gluten-free is $6 a box.
Rebecca, someone posted that they fixed the Toast J price tonight.
Oh, okay, maybe Ann did it. Oh, yeah. Ann did it.
Okay.
Okay, let's just, I'm gonna do a few more, scroll a few more. Team app. My team app only has one document from 2016. You may be on an older app. You may not be on the GSCSNJ Cookies team. So just double check what team you've picked, and you may need to request to be a part of that. So it may have just been an older one. Will each troop also have a troop QR code for contactless sales? You make your QR codes. So basically you can take your virtual troop link and turn that into a QR code, or you can take girls, individual girls can turn those into QR codes. I gave you the website to go to, so you can make them for everybody, make them for your troop. It's totally up to you. Okay. Pop-up booths should be on their own property only. We've had many issues with neighboring town troops selling out of their cars and doing their own booth type things. Yes, pop-up booths are held only on your home property. Similar to you doing a lemonade stand at the end of your driveway, on the, your lawn or your sidewalk right in front of your home. Pop-up booths should only be on your own property. And that's why we have the pop-up booth agreement, so our service units can keep track of those. But you should not be going into other towns selling cookies out of your car and popping up a booth wherever you want. Okay. Can girls choose to have a drive-by cookie booth at their home? We are not recommending, because drive-by cookie booths are going into the Smart Cookies system. We don't recommend that you do anything that has your private home address get added to Smart Cookies and to the National Booth Finder link. A drive-by cookie booth should be at a larger parking lot, an area that's kind of safe for cars to kind of come in, pull around, get the cookies and pull out. Not just stopping randomly at somebody's house. We really, we want to be safe. So you want to not do that method. Did they reduce the shipping cost for virtual orders? So shipping is subsidized. We've had it subsidized the past few years. It does start at 6 packages. So once a customer orders at least 6 boxes to 12 boxes, shipping is only $6. It may vary if you're trying to ship like a military base or something, I don't know, but all like domestic shipping is $6, unless they ask to have it faster. I believe there's an option, and then they would pay more, but the standard shipping once they hit 6 packages goes to $6. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep going so we can get to our game, and then we'll try to answer lots more questions. COVID-19 safety guidelines. Due to the changing nature of COVID, I mean, we've all been in this COVID world, GSTSNJ COVID guidelines are updated on a regular, constant basis and should be checked regularly by troop cookie managers and troop leaders. So you should be staying up to date on all of our current COVID guidelines. And to do that, you basically just visit our homepage. If you just go to gstsnj.org, right on our homepage, you'll see a red banner that has COVID updates. You really should be checking that every week, because as the situation has changed, it's very fluid. You want to make sure that you're doing the correct thing regarding COVID and with your troops. Currently, we are only allowing for outdoor cookie booths. That could change by the time, because we do know some people have indoor cookie locations, but currently we are only allowing for outdoor cookie booths. And again, you will need to keep checking the current guidelines to see if that changes. Any member who is or suspects that they are experiencing COVID symptoms, or any member in their household, should remain at home and not attend any Girl Scout cookie related activity. If they think they have just a cold or allergies, they should just stay home. Don't chance it. Participants must wear face masks and gloves. The gloves part is the if required at a specific cookie booth. And I put that in there only because there may be specific booth locations that are requiring the girls and the adults to wear gloves. If that is the case, you will know that. You will be told that by your service unit cookie manager. If it's a council cookie booth, you will be told that by council, and those rules and guidelines will be conveyed. Currently, right now, you must wear a face mask at all times. So the gloves is really specific to a specific booth location and the people there if they're requiring it. Please bring additional disposable masks in case a replacement is needed. We also found really cute YouTube videos on how girls can make those face shields really cheap and really easy and decorate them. So we're going to be posting that on the team app, because even though you have the clear face shield, you still need to have a mask underneath of the face shield. A face shield is not considered a mask, but it's a cute way to promote cookies and give an extra layer of protection to the girls. If you're using multiple tables at a drive-through booth, they should be placed 6 feet apart. We did have people ask about cash. Again, cash is allowed, but we do highly recommend touchless or contactless payment methods using our Smart Cookies, your Smart Cookies account, where you can take credit cards for free with no fees. should frequently clean and disinfect touch surfaces during your cookie booth, having the sanitizer wipes, you know, wash and sanitize your hands often, especially if you are accepting cash, you know, and you're not wearing gloves. Troops are responsible, like always, for bringing their own table signage and safety supplies. Encourage customers to pick up their own box rather than handing it to them, or have those little bins. You can use cookie sheets, Tupperware boxes, shoe boxes. The girls can put it in there and hand it over to the table. Tables should be manned by members of the same household when and if possible. Again, just thinking of COVID safety guidelines that we're using in our day-to-day life. You know, if you can have that second adult be a dad, you know, or a grandma or somebody who lives with you, an older sibling, that's okay, as long as one adult is registered and background checked.
And that was actually a recommendation by one of the county health departments.
Yep.
So, you know, it's nothing new that we're, you know, not hearing, honestly, from, you know, other experts, you know, talk about gatherings and things like that. So that's why it's in there that way.
Yeah, exactly. We just want everybody to be safe. Safety is our #1 priority. Adults and girls assigned to the cookie booth are the only people allowed to be present. Please no extra siblings, extra troop girls. It's 2 girls, 2 adults max. And the troops leave this location as they saw it, removing all trash and recycling. Okay, I'm going to answer a few more questions. This is your Kahoot link and the game pin. It will ask you to put your nickname in, but because we are giving out some prizes, please put in your full name and troop number so I can capture that, and we'll get started. Let me know, type in the chat box if for some reason the game doesn't start, but I'm going to just try to go through a few more questions why we do this, and then we'll go back to questions. More shipping questions we've answered. Thank you, some of our service unit cookie folks who have responded. We do have 5 or 6 vegan cookies that may have been answered as I scroll. It's usually anything with a chocolate coating is vegan. The lemonade is vegan. So like the Thin Mint, peanut butter patties vegan, and Anne may have jumped in and asked that, but it is on the order card. Okay, answered. Cookie Share has no shipping cost. Absolutely, nope. That's the one online virtual cookie that a customer can buy for that package, $5, and there is no shipping cost. For contactless girl delivery, does the cookie manager have to pick up the cookies from a truck, or do the cookies deliver to the girl's house? All cookies have to be picked up from a truck or warehouse. It's the same way as previous years. You get your initial order, and then after that, there will be a truck and warehouse schedule that'll go out in about 2 weeks or so, where you can go to one of 10 trucks or 2 warehouses to pick up cookies. And then the troop gives them to the parents, and the parents then have to contactless give them to their the people who ordered. And again, all this can be done by porch pickups. You do want to make sure you're getting signed receipt books, receipts for cookies and money given to parents. You know, it can be done, you know, through the porch type of thing, through a box, handing if you don't want to touch stuff. So you won't be able to assign cookies yet. So don't worry about if we do go back to a stage 1 before the initial order, you won't be able to assign those to girls, but we'll figure all that out. So if we do hit that stage 1 for the buyback, you should transfer any cookies that are unsold by the girls back to your troop on hand inventory. Once it's transferred to a girl, it doesn't look like you have it anymore. Can the person say which place Cookie Share goes to? Nope. We just split them up between the 3 locations with our delivery agent so that everybody gets a good amount. Okay, 12 boxes per case, thanks to the people who have answered about the vegan cookies. Oh, you're welcome. We're really hoping that these virtual changes are really going to stick and be for the benefit of everybody. We had over 200 troops who did only virtual fall sales, and they said it was super easy and made a lot of troop proceeds. So, we're hoping we'll see the same thing with our virtual sales this year. Okay, unfortunately, we can't adjust the rewards program this year. Everything is set, but we will always take feedback into consideration moving forward. But we can still have cookie booths. So don't fret, cookie booths will still be allowed, whether they're virtual, drive-by, or or in person. I saw, can we clarify lemonade stands? So a lemonade stand, how many adults can be there if it's the same family? Again, if it's the same household, you're thinking you usually only have maybe 2 adults, maybe an extra grandparent. You don't have to have both adults out. You can have, as long as the girl's being supervised on her own property, but this is your home and you want to be as safe as possible because there are going to be customers. So you want to secure the money. You want to make sure your Girl Scout is safe. So we recommend 2 adults maximum, again, from the same household, and, up to 2 girls. And that's looking at it. If you have 2 Girl Scouts who are siblings and you want them both out there. But if you have additional questions about the lemonade, the cookie booth, you can email us. And if you have a specific situation. Okay, let's see, and then we'll come back to, let me see really quickly, sorry. I just want to try to unmute Angela again. Okay, there's Angela.
Oh, is this the last slide? I'm not sure.
It's questions after this, so we'll just keep answering questions after the game.
So if you want to play the game first, but then I think we need to go back to the slide that lists if it's a pop-up lemonade stand, if it's a virtual booth, whatever that chart is, we need to go back to that slide.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. So let's see.
You can do it after you play.
Okay, can you guys see the game? Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, can you guys everyone see the game?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so this is new to me. I just need to start this. This is a really fun thing, and we're hoping to do a lot more of this with the girls as we let me just see. Okay, why is my computer acting crazy? Where is the start button? Why? I don't know what's happening. Sorry, give me 1 minute.
Rebecca said, somebody said that you might need to open it on another device and start the game there.
Cool. Can you hear the music?
No.
I hear the music. Okay, now the music.
I'm not in the game, so it might not be.
Okay, hold on.
The screen.
I don't know if it's just because it's so. Let me go in for the app. Where's my game pin? 1, 2, 7. Nope. Okay, hold on.
Kahoot.com is the control dashboard.
Wait, what is going on here? Should be right at the top though. That's where it was. I don't understand. I don't want to. My only thing is if I start a new one, what is going on? It won't, I'll lose everybody.
The presenter has to go to the question bank. I'm just reading some of the comments from people who've used it before.
Yeah. I don't know. But it's weird, like my screen's like freezing. Look. See, that's a new.
But then are your questions there?
Let's see.
What if you go to Kahoot.com instead of Kahoot.it? Somebody said that's the control for it.
Yeah, that's where I started it. I just wonder if it's
Oh.
because it was sitting there so long. My computer's taking very long. See, when I go back
No.
here,
But on the left, I see it says play. Is that?
yeah, then it comes here. Okay, let's try to just, I wonder if it just froze because it was sitting there so long. Why doesn't everybody go to this pin? I wonder if that's why, because it was sitting. What is it? Why won't it play? Oh, wait, there we go. Do you guys see it?
I see it on the screen. Hopefully, are people? Is everybody in?
Wait, is this it? No. Sorry, guys, give me a minute. We're gonna get there. Why? I don't understand. Here. I just wonder if it froze. Like, okay, join this pin. Let's try this. I'm gonna close all the other ones out. I'm sorry, guys. But I still, this worked perfectly for me. You guys are fast. All right, guys, it's counting down. It's getting right. I think every time people join, it starts the countdown again. Because it's counting down. All right, we're at 10 seconds. If nobody else say, as soon as somebody joins, it's and I don't have to stop that. Nice. Oh, okay, hold on. Hopefully everybody's in. Well, you guys get to be my test. I appreciate it. All right. Four seconds. If no, oh, son of a gun. Somebody just. All right, hold on. Because there's no way for me to play this. It has an automatic countdown.
As long as nobody leaves the game and rejoins, the game will start. It keeps resetting when people leave and then rejoin. So if
Yeah.
everybody just stays put, the game will start. Rebecca, are you still here?
I'm here. I'm just
Okay.
trying to see if I can make, I don't know, like every time somebody leaves, I was trying to see if I could fix it. where like the settings, so let me just start it. Because I don't know why it won't let me just start the game. It had me start it last time. But every time somebody adds, it starts recounting. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to see.
maybe we just have to practice with it some more and do it another time.
Yeah, I just wanted to see. I'm just trying to see if I can change the options. Like nothing is set that saying it keeps counting down, which is weird. Okay. Hold on, let me turn this off. I'm going to keep answering questions. And can you guys see the screen again, Gail?
No, I still see Kahoot.
You see Kahoot, okay. I'm gonna answer more questions to see if it'll start until, you know, people start coming. I don't know why it's where I guess it has the automatic countdown, because I looked the settings to see if I can override it and just start playing, but it's very bizarre that it's doing that. So if it pops back up, we'll come back to it. Like just to see if people stop coming in and out, because it gets almost there and then it jumps back on. So give us a moment. Let me find my chat. Okay. Let's see, let me scroll up. I want to answer some more questions. Find where we left off. Same thing on shipping. Shipping chart is there. And I think from what Angela, we were going to just kind of go back to that one slide on Cookie Booth, since there seems to be some questions. Here we go. Okay. So we had some questions about the pop-up booth. So again, pop-up booth, a lemonade stand is for girls only, not troops. It's at a personal home. It's tracked by the booth coordinator by filling out that form, the pop-up booth agreement, and maximum 2 adults and 2 girls, which at least one must be registered and background checked. And that is, again, a lot of things that we're dealing with COVID and following correct guidelines by a lot of the county health departments. Traditional booth, the same. We've reduced this from 4 girls to 2 girls because of COVID. 2 adults, 2 girls, when, if possible, from the same household. It would be for troops and uploaded into Smart Cookies and tracked by the booth coordinator. So everything is tracked by the booth coordinator. The only thing that individual girls boothing should be doing is a pop-up booth lemonade stand. Let's see. Just want to make sure pop-up booths. Okay, cookie share again, no no shipping cost. Answered that. A lot of answers on the vegan, thank you. Okay. Yeah, you know, we understand booths are a big part of your sales. Hopefully you'll still be able to, you know, recoup that with the virtual booth sales. Councils who were hit really hard had a lot of success with virtual booths, you know, drive-through booths. You know, think of like a community car wash that you see sporting groups do. Those are really big, that people can be socially distanced, customers can stay in their cars. You know, you can take cashless transactions by having people give you a credit card and using it through your cookies app. And then you can use a container to hand them their boxes. So, you know, hopefully we'll see how things change. But unfortunately, the situation we're in with COVID, a lot of places just aren't allowing for cookie booths this year. Digital sales don't work when you have more than one Girl Scout. You can't evenly divide the sales. With the virtual cookie booth divider, you basically check off which girls took part in the virtual booth, and it'll automatically sort it for you. Yes, unfortunately, you might get a situation where one girl might get one extra, or two girls might get one extra. You know, but it is what it is, depending on how many boxes you sold and how many girls sold. But what really is cool is Smart Cookies does have the virtual booth divider, and you just basically click and it'll evenly get divided as best as possible. We're shipping. On a year where it's going to be hard for young girls to participate, we raise requirements for earning a patch without booth sales, which are most of the donations occur. So none of the patch requirements have changed. The GSUSA, the GSUSA official badges, those have actually, there's badge guides that are available on our website, as well as Girl Scouts website, and our team app, that show how girls can earn the official cookie badges virtually. But we actually added a participation patch this year. Previously, before 36 packages, you just you had to hit 36 packages to get the theme patch. We did add the participation patch. So if a girl sells up to 35 packages of cookies, she will get a participation patch that has the theme. So we did add that patch this year, and the theme patch stayed at 36. There are some, you know, there's the virtual patch also stayed at 12 packages, and we switched things around. From journals, we added the bag to selling 36 packages. So those levels actually stayed the same from last year. You know, yeah, we do know, you know, booths are going to be a hit, but we're hoping we can still have them. Check with your local service unit coordinator, booth coordinator. They're the ones who are going out, seeing what locations are willing to do it. We're also asking them to see if a location will not let them have a traditional booth, maybe they'll let them use their parking lot for a drive-through booth, or let them promote virtual booth links. So we'll be able to, you can use your URL, put it on a flyer, and then they can give it out. Like pizza places, a lot of pizza places will let troops put, you know, flyers on their pizza boxes. So, you know, these are all options that we're really looking for alternative ways to participate this year because of COVID. Oh, did it start? Ah. Okay, it started. Can everybody see? Yes.
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, it's gonna go quick in between each one. So you have to click on the color on your phone of the answer. So if you see the answer, click on the color to match the answer you think it should be. Only 2 more questions. It's getting kind of tight. We're almost there. All right, last one. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We're hoping to get you much more prepared that we can, but let's see. We got our winners, and I don't know where they went, but back to podium. Let's see. All right, we've got Kim Castor, Jay Noblock, and Domin. Thank you guys so much for playing. You will hear more about this, about your prizes soon. And it's getting super late, so I just want to kind of let you know that there were a lot of questions posted in the chat box. My team will be going through them. We will be putting together a Q&A that will post all of the questions and answers. You will get all of this sent to you, as well as it will be posted on the team app. So hang tight, the slides will go out, everything will go out, but we do want to thank you for coming on tonight to our first troop training. Thank you for your patience with the Hoot game. It's my first time doing it. I read a lot of articles, I practiced, but we really want to try to do something with this during the program with our troop volunteers and girls, have some fun, maybe some trivia nights. Keep the girls engaged during the cookie program. So I promise you it will be much better when that happens. But thank you again, and we look forward to answering all your questions. As always, you can email us, and we are happy to answer them and get you through this year's cookie program. So thank you. Have a great night, and we will all talk soon.